MLB would like you to know that it has reached a tentative deal with its umpires to extend labor peace another 5 years to 2024. That would mark 25 years since the mass resignation strategy in 1999, when 22 umpires' resignations were accepted and we had mass firings and mass hirings. So what happened? Because this is a really interesting thing. It's not just another contract negotiation that extends the 5 years with a new deal, because MLB and its umpires, if you've been following the sport and the umpires for any moda of time during this most recent contract period, weren't getting along. No, not at all. In 2017, there was a white wristband protest because the commissioner's office were treating the umpires so poorly because they weren't taking care of players who were out of line. In 2018, the umpires union, MLB UA, rebranded, said, hey, commissioner's office, do something, because the players are taking to social media, going after the game, talking to the media, doing all sorts of crazy things and trashing us, and we can't defend ourselves. So please do something, take care of us. Didn't work. 2019, Manny Machado threw his bat and got one game, and the umpires union went on Twitter and, hey, you guys, your inaction is really starting to grind our gears, and we're going to hashtag our tweet to as nauseum because we are that fed up with you. Stop it. I cannot believe how poor we are getting treated and how little the commissioner's office is taking care of us. So everything was all set. The table was set for the umpires and the commissioner's office to butt heads and fight out this negotiation period with some really, really thick tension coming in there. And then we have labor peace, according to this press release. What's going on? What happened? So there's another variable here, which is electronic balls and strikes. Now, according to ESPN, anonymous sources and whatnot, the umpires are willing to help out MLB in their experiment to try to bring electronic balls and strikes into the major leagues. But if you're an umpire and you're negotiating, you know that the robots are coming. You don't like them, but you know they're coming. But you also know that the technology as it stands today in 2019, 2020 is not good enough to put them in a major league game. TrackMan is awful. Oh, it's going away? The deal's up? It's getting replaced by Hawkeye? You don't say. I can't wait to see how MLB will spin that. I'm sure they'll say TrackMan wasn't good, but Hawkeye's going to be so much better, so that's why we're bringing them in. Hawkeye's coming in. So this is a ground floor opportunity for an umpire to sign a deal with MLB to run the electronic program how they, from an umpire's perspective, wants to run it. So that's a motivating factor there. Number two, and I think possibly just as important, if not more so, is what happened 20 years ago with the last 1999 labor strife when the umpires resigned. Mass firings go with mass hirings, right? So a bunch of people get hired. What happens in 20 years after you get hired as a Major League Baseball umpire? If you don't know, your pension vests, or very close to it. So this is a fantastic opportunity with vested pensions, to cash out if you're thinking about it. And if you're thinking about retiring this year or next year, if MLB makes you a deal that you cannot refuse, you're going to get paid off. This is a great opportunity to take care of number one and cash out if you're an umpire who came in the 1999 season or the 1999 CBA disaster, as it were. Great opportunity for that. So to sum up, there are three factors. Number one, umpires got abused like nobody's business the past few years, or at least they claimed as much. Number two, we have electronic balls and strikes doing who knows what. And number three, probably most importantly, MLB must have made them a heck of a financial deal or benefits or something thereof in order to entice them to actually have labor peace extend another 5 years so easily. Because in 2014, the last time we did this, we got rumors that, oh, talks aren't going that well, we might have a lockout, which didn't happen. They saved it. But this just goes to show, I thought there was more tension, more animosity in 2019 than there was in 2014, and yet the only thing we're hearing from everyone is they got it done. So it tells me MLB might have made them an offer they couldn't refuse, especially if you're an umpire who your past 3 years, at least in MLB, you're getting players bashing you, electronic balls and strikes that no one knows how to use. They're using them to bash you. You have all of these studies from these experts coming out saying you don't know how to do your job, and the commissioner's office is doing jack to help you out with that. They're not defending you at all. And yet you go around and sign a deal with them about this labor contract for another 5. Yeah, they must have paid you really well to do that, or some other incentive in order to have these umpires actually agree to go along with the deal. That's my opinion. What's your opinion? Visit us at closecallsports.com, subscribe to us here on YouTube, or visit us on Twitter and Facebook at Umpire Ejections. We will see you on the site. This was some off-season news that was a little bit unexpected, but at the same time, we thought a deal would happen eventually. We just thought there might be a tad more conflict leading up to it.